ठीक है, okay. Okay, so I'm keeping my phone on, so you can talk to me also. अच्छा ठीक है, I'll keep my WhatsApp on. चल bye. Prajna, even I want to see the comments which is coming in. Otherwise, how will I be connected to the... So you come here. No, you don't have to reply to anybody. You keep that machine over here for me to see the comments.
Okay, you want one machine?
Yeah, here.
This one?
Window.
What do I
Haan, Sunit. Yeah. 1 second, I'll just type in and then you can. Nothing. ठीक है. I'll keep my WhatsApp on. Okay. Okay, ठीक है. Okay, I'll just set this up and then I will come live. I'm just putting it on Facebook also. So what is the description and write? I am in conversation with some career freaks. And is that okay? Career freaks? No, no? Okay, in conversation with successful career freaks. Is that okay for you all? Successful career freaks. Your parents won't come and fight with me, right? Okay, cool. Successful career freaks. Spelling right? Right. I'm going live, okay, on Facebook also. Go live. Okay. Prajna, give me that machine. I hope you're live. I can't see anything.
No. Nothing else.
Okay, Sunit, how do I see that I'm live on the machine over here? Okay, so I've opened my YouTube. How do I see that now? Sorry? Okay, मैंने बंद किया. Now how do I see the comments? Because I have to reply to the comments. Or I have to see the comments to ask students. So show me what is the link that I have to open. I'm giving it to Prajna, explain it to her, okay? I'm giving it to Prajna, explain it to her. Okay, wait, I'm going to YouTube. I'm a lay person, okay? I go to YouTube. Now where do I go? There is no dashboard. I'm not a subscriber or I'm not the admin of this thing. So I'm going to Merit Store. And I'm using a third-party machine. I went to Merit Store channel. Now where do I see this? Okay, live stream. I got it. Yes, I can see all Backlogs, man. They're live. Hi, la. Hey, students, hi. Oh my God, I can't believe this. Okay. We've got a lot of students live. Okay, Sunit, bye.
Look, you've come also.
Bye. Yeah.
How do you want me to...
Okay, wait. So this is fun. Okay. So I was not aware that we were live. So thanks everybody for being live and being there. We've got so many comments over there. Hello, hi, hello. Sushil Verma directly started asking, hello sir, which book should I refer in physics? Sushil, hold on, we're going to answer all of these. We're going to answer all of these questions and we're going to do this immediately, okay? So I want to know, before that I want to introduce you all to, here to my right, I'm having Malav Shah.
Hi guys.
Can you hear Malav Shah? Just type in and tell me whether you can hear the sound. We're not sure whether we are able to be heard at your end. Can you hear Malav's voice?
Hi.
Hello everyone, Karthik is saying, Gaurang is saying, okay, somebody with that South Indian font said hi. Khushi Bajaj says, yes, hi. Who's the father of taxonomy? We have a doctor, upcoming doctor here. Okay, so this is Malav. Malav is from DJ Sangvi.
Yeah, that's right. I'm Siddhant from IIT Bombay.
I'm Kasvi. I'm studying in KEM Hospital, SAGS.
That is Kasvi from KEM.
Yes.
KEM. She's going to be a doctor soon. And here we are having Siddhant. And Siddhant is going to IIT Mumbai. The IIT Mumbai. I think the prestigious IIT Mumbai. You know, we will group him. We will scan them. We will scoop them here. And we'll come to know what's upcoming and what's good. So let's take the first first question from here. NEET AIMS study करने का plan क्या है? Viral Hashi is asking this. NEET और AIMS को crack करने का सबसे बेहतरीन plan क्या रहेगा? What is the best thing to do?
To be up with your study plan regularly and make a timetable that's very important. Practice, practice, practice. How much ever you study, but you need to practice. You need to solve MCQs. You need to do that. That's the main thing that you need to know.
Okay, so tell me something honestly. Are you more nervous right now, or were you more nervous giving your NEET examination?
I was very chill on the day of NEET. I was like with my cousins and I was riding their bike before NEET happened. So,
Did you know that you will get this through the first list entry? Were you confident about it?
Yeah, I literally.
Yeah. How many of you guys are confident that you will get into in the very first list with your kind of study mechanism? And throughout this video, we are going to talk to all three of them to know what was their study plan, what kind of books they referred, how they did, what they did, and all of that. Yeah, all of that, right? Cool. So, well, join with me. We also have Prajna. Prajna is over there. She's right behind over there. Can you see Prajna there? Say hi. She got up from there. I don't know where she's going. Okay, she's replying to some of the comments from there. Suneet is a little unwell for today, and he's also replying to the comments over there from his house. Well, how to retain biology for longer period? Paramjeet Singh is asking. We're gonna talk on that. But before that, let's talk to the engineers, the JEE monsters. Yeah. What's your biggest study plan? What's your biggest secrets, and how did you guys crack it?
So mainly JEE is a very concept-based examination. So you just need to have your basics clear. You need to practice regularly. You need to practice different types of questions, and if you have your basics strong, then even if the question is a bit twisted or something, you can get through with it.
This is easy, right? I think we've all heard this, that concept clear hona chahiye, padhai easy hona chahiye. But ye kaisa karega? Matlab, there is so much to learn, right? From 11th standard onwards, if you see. वो chapter खत्म ही नहीं हो रहा है. Physics is like an ugly, dirty monster. Maths confusing. Chemistry का equations A to B to C to L to P to. You know, how did you really manage this?
Okay, so with chemistry equations, you just have to do it. Like, there's no other choice.
You have to keep on writing.
Yeah.
Practice.
So, and secondly, one major thing is the quality of your study material matters and not the quantity. So you keep on solving, it won't help. You need to solve the right things again and again. Like, you categorize your study material in such a way that you know it is quality material and not quantity.
Yeah, like solving 100 different questions on the same concept won't be that useful. You should rather solve 100 questions on different concepts rather than solving so many questions on the same topic.
So what you're trying to tell is there is quality more important than just quantity.
Yeah.
So it's very important that you choose the questions right.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
How will a student choose these questions? Doctor. Khasri, doctor. But before that, there's a comment which come in right now over here. And this comment is coming from Rabi Ahmed. Rabi Ahmed is saying that while everybody's asking chief doubts, I'm dreaming about sitting next to this guy in the future. I don't know which guy he's referring to, Rabi Ahmed. So that's what Rabi Ahmed is telling that here. Chaitanya says, good morning sir, I'm a NEET aspirant dropper and I am doing studies without coaching. So how do I manage these three subjects every day? So quickly coming to all three of you, how important is coaching? Quick.
You need the right kind of guidance and coaching provides you, then it's up to you.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's important that you have the right faculty members guiding you. They're telling you what to study, what not to study.
Right.
All right.
You need the right guidance. If you don't, then...
So if you go to see, I'm joined with three Maharati logs who really cleared their first attempt round from IIT Mumbai, from KEM over here, and of course from DJ Sangvi. And all three telling us that coaching is important. But how do you decide the right coaching is by knowing the past trends, knowing how committed you are, knowing how much you're willing to put in your best. So talk a little about how do we choose the quality questions and how do we decide what to study and how to study?
So
How do we choose these quality questions?
basically, if you're going to any coaching or anywhere, wherever you're studying, they'll tell you which books you should refer. because like they have experience for so many years, so they know which books are good, which books will lead you on to the right path. So you should try solving those books or going through.
मालक तुम क्या बोलते हो?
See, the books are standardized and like physics है तो अभी HCV पढ़ना है वो एक rule बन गया है. So you stick to those rules and then within that you create your own thing. Like हाँ अभी इसमें से HCV में ये topic अच्छा दिया है, ये book में ये topic अच्छा दिया है. So you categorize according to you. कौन से book में कैसा how are you comfortable? How
Which
can
was
you
your
relate?
favorite book for physics?
Physics. I like my school textbook, ISC. I was from ISC, so I like that textbook.
Oh, so the ISC books are important.
I found them very useful.
Found them very useful.
Concept based.
So for all the chapters in physics, did you use the ISC?
First I strengthened my concepts using the ISC book and then competitive.
Great. What is your favorite physics book?
I liked HC Verma.
HCV.
Yeah.
And for everything you use HCV?
Yeah, for almost all physics chapters I solved that book.
HCV.
Yeah.
What was your favorite?
I liked Arihant a lot. I mean, yes. I solved USS for most of the part, but the questions in Arihant were really nice.
Okay. So I keep telling students that books are important, but ऐसा है क्या कि there is a standard book which they can just refer and they can be sure about, or is it individualistic that मुझे HCV अच्छा लगता है तो उसको?
Yeah, I think it's more of a personal thing. Like I prefer this book, someone else might prefer another book.
So it's like you can make your own study material, your own notes. Like maths है तो formula book is a must. Like I would suggest that.
Okay.
Because like everyone has a different way of studying, right? So different books will be different in different ways. So
Okay. Okay, there's also a big trend happening that मैं ये साल drop ले लेता हूँ. It's a very convenient strategy where students tell me मैं ये साल drop ले लेता हूँ. So right now I'm having 8 comments over here which is told us that I've taken a drop. Like Chaitanya has told us we've taken a drop. A lot of people have told us over here that we've taken a drop. So what to do? So is taking drop going to help, or should you just get into a college जहाँ भी admission मिलता है? What is better?
It's a risk that you're taking. So if you're ready to work for it, then you are definitely going to get results. But if you don't, again you get you're distracted or whatever. So then it's a risk basically. It's completely up to you.
Okay.
The Shakespeare quote: "To be or not to be, it's up to me." So it's
To be or not to be, says Malav. To be or not to be. That's good. What is your take on it?
it's like it depends on you. If you're ready to work harder than how you worked for the previous 2 years, then it's probably a good option. But if you're just about to put in like the same amount of effort, then I don't think it'll make a huge difference. If you're prepared to work more than what you did for the previous 2 years, then
Okay. What's your take,
If
Kasvi?
you know that you hadn't worked hard and you're ready, and you know what mistakes you made and you know how to correct them, then sure, take a drop. Like you get into a better college next year. But if you don't know what you were lacking at, then I don't think taking a drop should be an
So
option.
if you wouldn't have got into KEM, what would you do? Would you have taken a drop, or would you have taken an?
I would have repeated
You
if
would
I
have
hadn't
repeated.
gotten a nice college.
And you would have repeated. And what would have you done once you were repeating?
I would have made a better strategy plan, like talk to the seniors or the ones who were who got into the better colleges. Like talk to them how they studied.
Talking to
Like,
seniors,
talking,
finding
like,
out what was their
yeah,
successful strategies. What would have you done differently? So right now, let's say you've done NEET and you've got whatever, and you've got into your dream college.
Yes.
Okay. What would have you done differently now if you wouldn't have got it? One is talking to counselors, one is talking to seniors to find
Yes.
out their strategy. और क्या करते आप?
Maybe concentrate more on your studies, like same quality more important than quantity. Like how much ever you study, but concentration is.
Would you focus on reading the textbook? Would you focus on solving more MCQs? Would you
Solving.
focus on solving more papers?
Solving MCQs and papers
Solving
is
MCQs.
more important than.
So I strongly say that for biology, don't solve MCQs, but read the
Yes.
NCERT so well that it's injected.
NCERT is like the Bible or whatever you know.
Since we live in a very scary society,
Okay.
we say Bible,
The
Gita,
Bible,
and Quran.
Gita, Quran,
Granth Sahib.
whatever religious text you follow, and if you're an
Even the
atheist,
Indian
then
Constitution. We don't really take
Yeah.
any risk over here.
it's the most
Yeah.
important thing that you need to know. You need to keep revising the NCERT.
How
Again
proud
and
do you
again.
feel that you got into KEM?
Very proud.
I'm sure everybody knows what is KEM
Can't
and the
even.
prestige that KEM holds. Now, what would you tell people and how would you motivate them and tell them that stay put?
Yes, you need to get into KM. Keep that goal. And it's not like KM is only padhai, padhai, padhai. There is other stuff in KM too. You enjoy a lot. It's not padhai. So, you know.
Talking of other things,
Yeah.
I want to know while you all were in 12th, what were the other things that you all did other than studies? So don't you all want to know that how did these guys get distracted? What were their distractions? And what did they do to come back? I'm sure they came back, which is why they are in KEM, DJ Sangvi and IIT. Right? मतलब ये भूत है ना IIT का. Is it really that IIT और वहाँ पर बहुत सारा धमाल होता है? Are there normal people also there or
Yeah, there are normal people also.
only geeks?
No, after 2 years, everyone becomes like a bit relaxed. Everyone wants to enjoy. It's not just about studies. We have lots of extracurriculars, lots of events and all that. Like everyone wants to relax a bit after studying so hard for 2 years. So there are lots of events and extracurriculars.
I am in conversation with Siddhant, who's cracked the IIT in the very first examination. You can ask me your questions, what you want to ask Siddhant, and I'm scrolling down to see what are the questions that we got. The first question is, how do we score well and how do we make sure that we get into IIT? Ravi says, how do we avoid distraction? Karthik is saying, yes, tell us guys. How to prepare active notes, please tell me. Yuvraj is saying, and the boss says how to get 360 out of 360 in bio. We're going to talk to you about how to get 360 out of 360 in bio in a while, but before that, how is it different to study for an IIT?
Different, it's an MCQ based examination, and we also have not just questions which have a single correct option, but there can be questions which have multiple correct answers. So if there are 4 options A, B, C, D, it's not necessary that just A is right or just B. There can be multiple answers also. So you need to prepare accordingly. You need to be alert when you're answering the paper, and basically you should be able to find out the intricacies in a question if it's twisted or in any way. In other ways, it's it is one of the toughest examinations, so you need to be regular with your work. You need to study regularly, at least 4 or 5 hours a day. You should be prepared to dedicate to your studies.
Okay.
And yeah,
Self-study.
4 to 5 hours. Malav, what did you do differently? What did you do differently? He's
I
got
was-
97% in his ISC. 97, which is only 3% error.
I was not a night guy. I couldn't study at night, so I used to wake up at 5 in the
So in
morning.
the nights, he used to go out for clubbing. His mom, I hope his mom is there on live with us right now.
I used to go to sleep. Sometimes I might have gone, but otherwise, morning 5 o'clock you wake up, you study, take a half an hour, hour nap, get out, get going for your college, tuition, classes, whatever. Come back and dedicate 3 to 4 hours again for studies. But in this, you have to make time for yourself. Do something, watch a movie, go out, take a walk, do something.
Girlfriend.
Hey, you can say that.
Did you all guys have girlfriend, boyfriend in your 12th? You're live, okay? Your parents
No.
must be watching this. So when we go on a break, this is how we'll go on a break. When we go on a break, this is how we'll go on a break in some time. And when we go on a break, we'll talk about this. We'll mute the volume. Right now they can hear us. We'll mute the volume and we'll come back. And I'll ask you top secrets. Secrets which probably they won't disclose on camera.
I think a little bit of extracurricular, something that is fun. I like playing football. So once a week or sometimes over the weekend, you should go out and just relax.
Unwind.
Yeah, you need that little bit of a break.
So we've got an audience watching from Jammu, Kashmir, right till Kerala. We've got people from West Bengal. I can read comments from Shillong coming in, Karnataka coming in over here. It's been told that students in 12th grade, when they're preparing for the entrance examination, इनको 12 घंटा बैठ के पढ़ना चाहिए, 15 घंटा बैठ के पढ़ना चाहिए. अगर IIT पढ़ रहा है तो 20 घंटा बैठ के पढ़ना चाहिए. I'm sitting with an IITian and somebody who's got into KEM and DJ Sanvi. क्या ये सच है कि 12 घंटा बैठ के पढ़ना चाहिए, 8 घंटा बैठ के पढ़ना चाहिए?
I don't believe in that. Like, I think you should study till you feel like studying. Like, once you feel like I can't, like, I'm just done
stop.
for today.
Dragging.
Yeah, like, sometimes you, like, if I'm studying and I just feel like, no, I can't study anymore, I'm too tired. You just leave it and go to sleep or do something that interests you.
Yeah.
But how do you come back? मतलब I know बहुत सारे बच्चे लोग they get bored.
Yeah.
Then they get into doing something what they like doing, and then they don't come back only. They're there only. They like it so much that they don't come back only.
So one thing we always talk about a timetable, right? So a daily timetable, it's, as a student I know how tough it is to follow one. So another technique is jot down whatever has been done
Okay.
in a week's time, and then you plan your time accordingly. That weekend में जो भी week में हुआ है, that I have to cover.
Okay.
So instead of a daily timetable, which is like you don't know आज मेरा क्या plan है. Like if I planned something and I'm unable to do it, so unnecessary pressure. So to prevent that, you have a week timetable. So weekly basis you plan your study schedule.
Okay.
So that helped me instead of daily.
Okay. I'm having somebody over here which says, sir, वो किधर गया वो comment एक थोड़ा सा ऊपर गया. हाँ. Ravi is saying, sir, how to fort डालने वाला study एकदम like confirm. How can you be sure that this is the study method, this is the study plan, this is the study timing, this is the study book, and how can you be sure कि मैं ये करने से मुझे first attempt में मिल जाएगा? I don't have to go through the trauma of not getting the desired college or things like that. How are you sure that?
There is no this thing. It varies from person to person.
Yeah.
So if you are confident, I've done a concept, I'm able to do it, then you've reached your the moment. So and it won't happen at the end of something. It's a continuous process. So somewhere in between you realize that हाँ आ गया है वो point.
How many papers have you solved? How many mocks did you solve in MCQs?
For CT and everything, I solved around 20-30.
20 to 30 MCQ papers to be solved is very important. 20 to 30. How many did you solve?
One more thing I would just like to add. Usually what happens is we solve and then after the test we just throw the paper away. Like, so get that paper, just dedicate
Analyze
like
it, yeah.
15-20 minutes, analyze it. So next time wo aayega question, you won't make that mistake.
So I think that's something good what Malav is talking over here. Yeah.
Yes.
Write the paper. After you write the paper, evaluate that paper so you know what are the mistakes, what topics you've made the mistakes, from which chapter you've lost maximum marks. Keep a separate notes for that, and the next time when you get into study and preparation, make sure that you study where you've lost marks in this examination, so that now you can lose marks in some other topic and you can revise that. And that self-evaluation, the SWOT that you do is very important.
And
is what
get
you're
that
saying.
doubt solved immediately, because if you prolong it, then you'll forget about it and then you'll keep making the same mistakes over and over and again. Over and over again.
And plus newer mistakes.
Yeah.
What was the
So-
biggest mistake, study mistake that you all have done while you all were in your 12th standard? What was the biggest mistake that you all have done?
Dedicated time to unnecessary chapters that have less importance. So keep on studying that, but it helps. But then the amount of time you wasted is a bit more.
That is not able to decide which is the chapter that they should focus on and how much time they should focus on. That's, I think, what Malav is saying. What was your biggest
I
study
think
error?
one mistake which most of the people make is, like, if you like one subject, people spend more time
Yeah.
doing that subject and give a bit less attention to a subject which they are probably weaker in.
Yeah.
So I think we shouldn't do that. Like, we should give, like, in fact, if you're weaker at something, you should pay
Yeah.
more attention to that subject.
So in the past videos, I've told students that the maximum time they should devote is for physics, then chemistry, and then maths. In your case, it's physics, chemistry, and then biology. And I think the NEET students have an edge, right? Because bio is so easy.
It's
don't know
not. Remembering all that is not.
It's not easy.
I mean,
I thought bio
it is doable, but it is.
But when you compare PCM and PCB, don't you think so? PCB kids have an edge always.
I like maths.
And yet you took biology?
Yeah, as a career, I wanted to be a doctor, not in
Okay. You like maths and yet you've taken biology. That's good.
Yeah. I think I would give more time to math because compared to the other two, I feel I'm a bit weaker at math.
Okay.
So more time to math for me, and probably then physics and chem because I found chem quite easy.
What was your study plan for physics? How did you defeat this monster called physics? Students feel that nearly 90% of the paper is MCQs, which makes, I'm sorry, my bad. They say 90% of the paper is numericals, and they don't get sufficient time, and sometimes they forget the formulas, and they get rashed in the calculations. And so what is your strategy? Like a math student, I think physics complements with it, so you have a little edge. But for a bio student, I think physics is a real monster. So what was your strategy to defeat that creature?
It's not a monster. You need to get into
It's
that.
not a monster, she says.
Yeah, you need to get that into your head first, because if you're scared of physics, you won't be able to do it. You need to enjoy solving physics.
Okay.
Get your concepts right first, and then practice is all you need to do.
Okay, how do you score above 600 in NEET? The boss is asking. I don't know how is your boss, but he says the boss. Naam kya hai tera? Boss? Huh? Okay, the boss is saying, how do you score above 600? What's your strategy to score above 600?
If you think that you need to get these many questions right, you think it will be difficult. But if you think that itne hi thode hi wrong jayenge, तो it might be easier for you. Like, हाँ कि इतने questions छोड़ने हैं चलेगा, छोड़ देंगे. Like, because there's negative marking, so.
And a quick question coming in. I'm going to take that. I'm going to break in between because comments are like flushing over here. Max Entertainment. I don't know what this name is. Max Entertainment is asking us that if I am a PCB student, should I take maths or should I drop maths?
I think you should drop maths. I took maths for like the first 2 weeks and then I realized like I can't cope up with it.
2 week में छोड़ दिया.
हाँ.
और बोलता है कि maths मेरा favorite है.
Maths पसंद है करना, पर you can't cope up both together.
I agree. So this student is asking me, sir, how many hours do I study for IIT and which book should I use? And to get our attention, he's put in so many smileys. That's an AIB fan, I guess. Look at his name also.
Yes, so as I said earlier that there is no fixed plan, there's no fixed rule that you have to study this book, you have to study for these many hours, you have to go to this place, you have to study from this person. It's completely based on you. Like personally, I liked H.C. Verma for physics. For math, I didn't use any reference book. I just solved the material which was given by the coaching class. And for chemistry, for all 3 subjects, actually, there's this book from Arihant Publications about the past 37 or 38 years JEE advanced papers. So I think you should solve that book because it has all the past papers topic wise, and it will give you a very good idea about the different types of questions which are asked in this exam. So I think it's very helpful if you solve that book.
If they only solve these 37 papers, what do you think are the chance that they get something really good?
Not just that, I mean, you should solve the other material also. You should keep the papers for the ending, like the last 2-3 months or 4 months before an exam is when you should solve those. But before that, for the remaining 1.5 year, you should solve the other books or other study material. Yeah.
Okay.
Papers should be done in the end.
Paper should be done at the end. Simran is asking us, is there a secret which others do not follow but toppers do follow? Yeah, even I used to feel that as a student, you know, कि कुछ तो रहेगा वो अलग कर रहा है हम लोग से, क्योंकि हम भी वही बुक रेफर कर रहे हैं, हम भी सब वैसे ही कर रहे हैं, लेकिन इनका ना सालों का मार्क्स अच्छा आता है. So is there a secret that you guys follow and that you're going to spell out over here like that Harry Potter wand, and is it something like that you can share with all of us? देखो बता नहीं रहे लोग.
There is no
There's no such
secret.
secret.
Focus study,
Yeah.
that's it. Whatever you do it
Concentration.
properly. If you're unable to study at one place, go to some other place, like go to a library and study, or focus study.
Focused study.
Yeah.
Okay, there are a lot of students saying thank you, sir. How to crack AIMS? We've answered that, Neeraj, in the beginning. Vipin Kumar is asking us, is NCERT chemistry sufficient for NEET 2018? Is NCERT chemistry alone sufficient, or would you think that something else we should take in?
I hadn't referred to NCERT chemistry. I had referred to my class notes. So I don't know a lot about. It should be sufficient. But you need to solve
Okay.
MCQ books.
Okay, what do you think, Madhav? Chemistry for NCERT, is it sufficient, or कुछ और भी books refer करना चाहिए?
Once chemistry is like such a subject, initially you need to devote time, and then once you reach the graph of activation energy, you're sorted. So I don't think just dedicate one focus time, take one book. NCERT seems to be good, and a few other notes complementary with that.
What are these few books that you...
Arihant is good, then you get Target, Arihant and Pragya and all.
Target,
those
I'm a
books.
hard supporter for Target because I've authored it.
So those books are good, so it complements. So basically once that activation energy is reached, then you are sorted.
I think that was the best activation energy. Delta E.
Yeah, you.
Chemistry के लिए is
Chemistry,
the NCERT sufficient, or what else did you do?
So I used the NCERT chemistry towards the ending, like 2-3 weeks before the JEE mains exam was when I started using the NCERT chemistry. Before that, I used to just follow the notes which were given to me, or the notes which I wrote in class. I was solving problems which were given in the books and all that.
Okay.
NCERT I just used in the last 2-3 weeks, just read through it, because JEE Advanced is not that much theory based, it's more about concepts, whereas JEE Mains has a few theory based questions in chemistry. So for the JEE Mains, I read through the NCERT, because like NCERT is the Bible for JEE Mains.
Bible, Gita, Quran and the Indian Constitution. We'll just refrain from using one book because you see. Okay, if you have a particular question to a particular person over here, so she is, Kasvi is for, Kasvi, right? Kasvi is for NEET, for JEE Advanced and for JEE Mains. Mala for JEE Mains, you can ask all questions about JEE Mains over here, for all questions of JEE Advanced over here and all questions of NEET over here. So you can write at Kasvi and put your question, at Siddhant and put your question, at Malav and put your question, and we'll get them to answer this straight. But before that, go a little slow. Forgive me if I'm going a little slow with your questions, because there's so much to ask and so much that they're going to say, and they are going to be here for the next some more time. So be ready with your questions. If I do not answer your questions, please ask them again to me. I will reply to all of them over here. So when did you really know, Kasvi, that you wanted to be a doctor? Was it 5th standard, 10th standard, 12th standard?
It was somewhere during secondary.
Secondary, that early?
Yeah.
Okay.
In school, I knew like I wanted to be a doctor. Give back to this. Yeah.
Wow.
Help them. You know,
And
of
were you very confident that you will clear it in the very first attempt?
No, not in the beginning. At the beginning, I was like, oh my god, what's happening? So much to study. And, no, I wasn't confident in the beginning. But as you go, you get the confidence.
And how many times were you distracted, and what were the different types of distraction, and how did you really come back from those distractions?
My phone was the major distraction that I had.
We'll all agree to that, right? Our phone
Yeah.
is like, it's got Facebook and social media and WhatsApp and all of that there, yeah? Okay,
Yeah.
go on.
You just need to get into that phase, like why do I want to do this, like dedication, and I think you'll get back from the distraction. Then you realize that why I wanted to do this,
To
like,
find out
how-
why you want to follow your goals, to find out what is so important about the goal to you. Once you find that out, I'm sure you will be able to bounce back every time you get distracted. Not that distractions won't be there, distractions would be there, but I think they'll bounce back much faster. Great. When did you know that you had to be an engineer and you had to get into IIT? Did you plan for IIT, and were you sure that mujhe IIT milega?
So I wasn't that sure earlier. So like initially I wanted to become a doctor because both my parents are doctors. So initially till like 6th or 7th grade, yeah, I wanted to become a doctor, but then after that,
तो घर पे ये मारपीट हुआ क्या कि
नहीं,
तू
नहीं,
इंजीनियर नहीं बनेगा?
no, they were like, you
हमारा
do what you
हमारा
want.
डॉक्टरी का जो हेरिटेज है उसको कंटिन्यू करना है.
No, they were like, you do what you want to do.
They must have got fed up with you and said, okay, dude, just do what you want to do.
No. So like maybe somewhere around.
Even your mom
seventh
is a
grade.
doctor,
Yeah.
and yet you chose engineering. What's happening to these doctor parents? They're not able to motivate their kids sufficiently enough.
Yeah, so somewhere around 7th grade, I guess, I had more of an interest in physics. Like, it's not like I don't like bio, it's just that physics kind of interests me more. So that's when I kind of decided that I wanted to do this.
He said he was not sure of getting into IIT,
Yeah.
but we were sure about it. ये जाने वाला है IIT में. We knew that.
How did you prepare for IIT? Like, were you
Yeah.
consciously preparing for IIT, or you said चलना? बहुत सारे बच्चे बोलते हैं ऐसे कि I'm also giving advance, मिला तो ठीक है, नहीं तो फिर mains तो है ही.
No, like if you should have a clear goal in mind. Whenever you're starting something, you should have some goal which will always motivate you that I
That
want
is
to do
good.
this.
You should have a clear goal, Siddhant says. What is your clear goal? Is it to just give the examination? Is it to get in the very first attempt? Is it to do medicine? What is your clear goal? Write and let me know. And if you want them to read it also, you can put @ all three name, and you can write down what is your clear goal. Goal के बगैर कुछ नहीं हो सकता है ना.
Yeah,
Goal
you
is
should
very
like
important.
that is what will motivate you whenever you think like is this worth doing, is it worth putting so much effort. If you have a goal in mind, that is what will always motivate you that yeah, I should do this, it will help me in some way.
Okay.
Yeah.
When did you know that you wanted to do engineering, and how do you get 97, dude? Like, how do you get 97?
So, for answering the first one, engineering was in 8th, 9th, you are an above average child, and then you take a little bit of interest in PCM. So the whole education system and your guiding is like, अरे ये बंदा engineering करेगा. So I'm like, engineering होता क्या है? Then I search, I'm like, this seems to be interesting, why not give it a shot? So
Somebody is quickly asking to
Yeah.
Siddhant, did you refer to R.D. Sharma?
No.
He did not refer to R.D. Sharma. Next, Siddhant again. So, which book did you refer? Physics, chemistry, and bio. And how did you avoid procrastination for IIT? Quick. We will take quick
For
questions.
physics, as I said, I used H.C. Verma, and math. I didn't use any book as such, but math and chemistry I solved the previous papers. I solved the material which was given by the coaching class, and that was like more than enough according to me, because they had given us books, chapter-wise books.
Okay, so we'll take rapid fire now.
Yeah.
To you, Darshan. Darshan Jain is asking, how about MBBS in Russia? We're going to take quick rapid fire questions.
I don't know about MBBS in Russia.
She doesn't know MBBS about
No.
in Russia. Okay. Kasui, how to answer out of NCERT questions in biology? Abhishek Jain is asking this. Abhishek Jani is asking. Jani is asking this question.
There will be 2 to 3 questions which will be out of NCERT, but before you focus on that, you need to get your NCERT right. Once you know you're done with NCERT, you can refer to books like which have other stuff.
Okay. Emit, the special, says, my goal is IIT, only IIT. What is your one sentence to him? He says, my goal is IIT. What is that he should be doing to make sure that he gets into
Just
the
work
IIT?
hard, have a clear study plan, decide how you want to go with it. Dedicate sufficient amount of time for self-study. That's the most important thing according to me.
Okay. Niyaz Bhagwan is saying how to overcome regrets and how to overcome procrastination. I think what these three just said was, once you have a clear goal, you will know how to overcome every distraction, every regret, and every reason to procrastinate, provided you have a clear goal. Find your goal, Niyaz Bhagwan, and then I'm sure you will get through that.
Uh-huh.
Another question, how do you prepare active notes? Yuvraj Shukla is asking, how do you prepare active notes?
make it concise, whatever the teacher teaches you, and you think it's important, box it, and then make your own formula sheet and just keep on revising.
Make it concise, box what is important, highlight what is important, and write what you think is important for you, and keep revising that.
And stick it around your study table.
And stick it around your study table. How do you make your active notes?
I think, see, the notes are meant for you, so you write it the way you want. You can use slang, you can just use any word that you want, anything that will remind you of that thing in a paper. So if you're writing a paper and you need to remember something, you should write it in such a way, like use short forms, use whatever, because in the end the notes are for you. You're not going to like give the notes to other people. It's meant for you.
Like I remember when I was in 12th, I used to, there were certain things which the teacher would teach, like a factual concept, and I used to write over it RUF. Because ये कभी exam में आया नहीं था और ना आएगा. It was like read, understand, forget. Okay, this question is from Priyanka Dhalweshwar. She's saying to all three Maharathis, taking 1 year drop, what about taking a 2 year drop, or is it okay, or does it affect your profile? To take drop. तू क्या कितना drop लेगी? पढ़ाई करो यार. Okay.
Against a 2 year drop, definitely.
Against a 2 year drop,
Yeah.
Malav says.
Yeah, maximum 1 year.
Yeah, 1 year.
Maximum 1 year, not more. It's a waste of time, right? You're wasting life, career, everything. Ravin is asking, what is the tip for Kasvi? The question is, what is the tip for self-study?
Self-study, there's no tip. Like,
There's no tip, huh? You just study self. Oh God, the comments are going so fast, I can't see. Okay, how to avoid negative marking? General knowledge by Chandan Gowda. Kaisa naam hai? General knowledge by Chandan Gowda. Okay. Your name is Chandan Gowda, I'm assuming. How do you avoid negative marking? All three.
You can't avoid negative marking. If you know you don't know the answer, you don't mark it. That's like tukka mat maro. Aise hi.
Tukka mat maro. Okay, there is somebody over here. Sunil Khandare is asking, which is better to Kasvi again? Is KEM better or JJ Hospital is better?
KM. I'll always say that. The people in JJ have a better, like we have this thing, the ego thing, like KM, JJ.
Well, it's like a constant panga.
Ah.
So the KM will say KEM is better, JJ will say JJ is better. So wherever you get into, that is better. Three Maharathis again. This is a question for all three. How do you stay motivated in frustration? Nishant Jingurde is asking this question. Frustration के दौरान जब आपको लगता है कि things are not working in your favor, जब आपको लगता है कि marks जा रहा है,
Take a break.
Yeah, just take a break, zone out, do what you like. If you like,
And make sure you come back.
Yeah.
make sure you come back. Don't be in the break.
Yeah. If you like playing a sport, then just go and do that. If you like music or whatever.
Sing, dance, go for a walk, anything that works for
Yeah.
you.
Okay. This is a funny question. There is somebody asking Kasvi how to increase willpower. Will you get tablets? How to increase willpower? B. Rakshita Rocks is asking how to increase willpower. How do you increase your willpower? But before that, while the time you think of this answer to respond to that guy, I want Siddhant, there's a question for you. Sir, on a... Siddhant, sir, they're asking. Siddhant, sir, on a scale... Of course, sir, IIT again, sir, somebody getting. Siddhant, sir, on a scale from 1 to 10, how tough is JEE Advanced? And on a scale of 1 to 10, how hard should one study? दोनों का आंसर 10 रहेगा ना?
10. Yeah, it's a very tough. It's tough, but like if you work hard, it's fine. Like if you're not prepared, if you're not devoting sufficient amount of time, then yeah, you'll obviously find it really tough. But if you're regular with your work, the main thing is you shouldn't have a backlog, because the portion is so vast. Like it's a 2-year syllabus total, so you'll have like 30 chapters in each subject. So the main thing is the syllabus. It's huge. So you need to be regular with your work, and you need to ensure that you're not having a backlog. Because when your backlog starts building up, that's when you're in trouble.
Has any of you referred to Singage publication? There is a student asking that question. Sumanta Chatupadhyaya is asking, have you referred to Singage book?
I didn't, but a lot of people have who were with me in class were referring to it. So I think it must be a good book.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about it.
Okay. We have a comment here from Daman Saini. How can I improve on organic chemistry? How did y'all improve on organic chemistry?
Write the equations. Once
Right.
you keep on writing, it's the graph again. Once you do it and you know it, you'll
Activation
enjoy it.
energy.
Yeah, you'll enjoy you'll enjoy organic.
Personally, I don't like writing stuff. I'm more of a person who would read stuff and try to understand. So I used to devote more time to reading the notes which were given in class. Like I kept reading them, read them 2-3 times till you feel confident, because
So I think what both of them are saying is very important over here. Understand what's your learning style.
yeah.
Understand what kind of a learning strategy adopts to you, fits to you. And once you understand that, it becomes easy for you to now. So if someone like Malal is saying, मुझे लिखने से समझ में आता है, and someone like
I
Siddhant
don't
is saying,
prefer
मुझे read करने से, refer करने से समझ में
But
आता है.
whatever it is, organic is such a part of chemistry that you need to do it again and again. In
Yeah.
a week, at least once you have to devote 2 to 3 hours for organic. Otherwise, it'll
In a
just
week, 2 to
bore.
3 hours.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it. I
After
thought-
you're done, after you
That's
know
less,
everything.
right? I think on a daily basis 1 hour.
Not really,
Daily
because
basis, half an hour maybe.
Daily basis 3 घंटा.
So 3 घंटा एक week का minimum निकालना ही
अच्छा,
है.
only for organic chemistry.
Only for organic
Inorganic
to
is
revise
fine.
what you've done. Otherwise, you'll just forget it.
Yeah, so it's important that you put in 3 to 4 hours on a week for organic chemistry, not the whole of chemistry. You need to put more. Rabi Ahmed, welcome back, Rabi. He's saying the only problem I have with memorizing organic chemistry is understanding it is easy and I love, but the problem is I forget so soon. So how do I keep it? How do I retain it?
so, yes, the main thing is you need to understand your own study style. If you're a person who remembers better by hearing stuff, then you should maybe read it out aloud. Or if you're someone who remembers stuff that you have written or what you see, then you should probably write down notes or write down equations. Yeah, it depends on you how you retain stuff better.
Okay. Kasvi, Shifali Srivastav is asking, how much did you score and were you a dropper? Well, Shifali, she definitely wasn't a dropper, and her score is mentioned at the creative. But still, would you like to say that with
I
pride?
scored 606 out of 720.
Okay.
And my state rank was 109.
Okay. that's pride, huh? Okay. Archit Chaudhary is asking, I scored 538 in NEET and still got no government college, and my friend scored 413 in general and got a government college in Tamil Nadu, and I'm frustrated what to do. Oh, that's the world we live in, Archit. We live in a world where it rains on our crops and it will hail on our parade, but you don't have to look onto the outside to be disappointed. You stay committed, because we have quotas, we have all these nonsense happening, but you stay committed with your goal, what your goal is, and work hard to get into your goal through your hard work. So don't look onto the outside to get frustrated. Stay focused over there. Kasvi, note-taking tips.
Note-taking, even like him, I liked reading better. I made notes for biology in the NCERT book only, like next to the paragraph there's a space. So I used to write notes there. I
Okay.
used to refer to those in the end when you can't read the whole book again.
Okay.
Yeah.
And okay, now in chemistry we also have a section where we have electrochemistry, thermodynamics. How do you really focus on that particular area?
I didn't find it tough at all. So it's again, एक बार concept आ गया, then you're done. And continuous practice.
मतलब उसमें diagrams हो गया, equations हो
हाँ,
गया,
हाँ,
formulas हुआ, numericals
Yeah.
हुआ, काफी कुछ आ गया उसमें,
And,
mechanisms हुआ.
one mistake that people do is they mug up equations. So don't do that.
You're telling him.
No.
He reads.
Not reading. He understands and reads. The people who just mug it up without understanding.
So I would like to come in over here and say reading is not mugging up. Now we have different kinds of memories. We all have different kind of memory, visual memory, kinesthetic memory. So what he specifically mentioned over here is he can see it, put it up in his visual memory, analyze, comprehend, and he can recall it.
Yeah.
We all have different memory and memorizing ability. You are expected to understand what's your strength in learning and what's your strength in studying, and study on those prospects. Yeah. Work on your strengths and not on your on your weaknesses alone.
Another one technique I would like to share is we use this in our school. There's a concept taught, so every day you teach that concept to one of the student, your fellow student.
Teaching is learning.
Yeah.
Have you done that?
Yeah, we used to do that.
Used to do that?
Yeah, sometimes.
Time मिलता था?
In class में आते जाते you go up
Yeah.
down the stairs. अरे this is this.
किसी को पकड़ सुन मेरे को सिखाने का है.
Exactly, 2 minutes it takes, and that concept is fixed in your mind.
सुन today I want to teach you inertia. I want to teach you SN2.
It's a very good method.
That's interesting actually. Because I believe teaching is learning again. Teaching is learning twice. How many hours in a day do you think you would have given throughout the year on an average? मतलब हो सकता है कोई दिन 7 घंटा दिया हो, कोई दिन दिया ही नहीं हो. So what's the average, Kasvi?
In 11th, it was like 4 to 5 hours, and in 12th it increased to 7 to 8 hours when like the classes had got over and you had the whole day to study. So that time it was 7 to 8 hours.
Yeah, I guess like on the days when I had class, that would be like around 6 hours classes, and after that you come home, you're tired, so you take a rest for some time, and then you start studying. So around 5 hours, I guess.
5 hours on an average. That's a very big message that Siddhant is saying. 5 घंटा सही तरीके से पढ़ने से IIT में जा सकता है. 5 hours. But the right 5 hours in the right manner, referring the right book, doing the right qualitative questions. It's about the right 5 hours with the right focus on a daily basis. It's not 12 घंटा.
Yeah. If you don't have class, then probably it's more. Like the days which I had class, it's slightly you
But
get
on
less
an
time to
average it was
study.
5 hours.
Yeah, 5 to 6.
Bit
5
more
to
than
6.
that. Yeah. 6 to 7 maybe.
Every day you could give 6 to 7 hours.
No classes that time.
But yeah, when you don't have class, that time it's
That
slightly
time,
more.
And when you have classes?
4 to 5 or 5 to 6, depending on your
So the
schedule that
average
day.
throughout
5.
the 18 months would be 4 to 5 hours.
Yeah.
6.
6 hours, the average. Yeah? Okay. So we're going to take some more questions here. Sir, I want to know, Mr. Subro is asking, sir, I want to know how to remember all maths formulae after completing the complete syllabus. And Ravin is asking how to overcome YouTube addiction. Yeah, by just switching off this video right now, your YouTube addiction is over. But yeah, to know that you can have the control to do what you want to do, and also you have the ability to stop when you do not want to do that. That's how you take your power back, and not blaming something because it's addictive. You do it because you are avoiding something else. So, what is the question I asked before that?
Maths one.
Maths formula.
Maths formula को कैसे याद रखने का?
So like if you're just regularly practicing for 2 years, then by default वो याद हो ही जाता है. Like one day before the exam, you just have the formula sheet in front of you, go through, just see if you remember all. But I don't think ऐसे
Formula book.
yeah separately
That's
you.
yeah. So and formula book, make it in such a way. First is your formula list, and then shortcuts. ऐसा question है, this is the trick to do it. So if you have that in front of you, you are sorted.
Your formula book के पीछे you should also mention all the shortcuts. Cool Videos is asking us early morning study or late evening studies? Kasvi.
Late evening.
Siddhant.
Early morning.
Early morning.
Early morning.
Early morning. So 2:1. Early morning versus late evenings. So my question is, when you are studying early in the morning, evening, what do you do? Like chatting with friends, going out, clubbing?
No, evening as in like I don't study late night. Like probably like after 12 I can't study. I just can't concentrate. I start feeling sleepy. So then I prefer waking up early in the morning instead
There are
of.
some students who write to us saying that, sir, सुबह नींद आता है, रात को भी नींद आता है, और दोपहर को पढ़ने का दिल नहीं करता है. What's your suggestion to them?
You need.
To get something, you need to give up something.
Yeah.
So,
Have that goal, then you'll automatically.
So Ayman Sultana is asking how to remember physics formula. I think formula का खासियत वही है जो इन्होंने कहा अभी. Formulas लिख के रखो एक जगह पर. Formulas के साथ ये भी लिखो कि उसका shortcuts क्या है. How can you apply these formulas, and then I think you can work on that 11th and 12th. लोग अक्सर कहते हैं कि 11th is not important. 12th से हम पढ़ाई करेंगे.
No, because
Say that loudly, I think. They should hear
the
that.
syllabus which is coming
Wait,
with the
let's say that
exam.
more properly, loudly, okay? बच्चे अक्सर कहते हैं कि सर 11th है ना, अभी तो 10th करके आया है, 11th we'll go chill pill and 12th से हम पढ़ाई करेंगे.
No.
you know what's the difference between 11th and a 10th pass out student? 2 months, that's it, nothing else. So you just 2 months fast forward and you're in 11th. It's not like some big big gap or something. So a big no. 11th you be regular, but
11th अगर मिस करने से 12th में वापस पढ़ाई शुरू करने से can they come back?
No, it's very difficult.
it's tough.
That's what I said about the backlog, because the syllabus that's coming in the exam is going to be over both the years, 11th and 12th. So if you've not done enough in 11th, then uska pura backlog will come over in 12th. And then you won't get sufficient amount of time to do the 12th standard ka topics.
So you must clear your portion of 11th NCERT, 12th NCERT, having all the MCQs. 11th is important. इसको miss नहीं करना चाहिए. Miss किया तो backlog होगा. Backlog हुआ तो band बजेगा. तब आएगा frustration, तब आएगा सब tension और तब दिमाग में आएगा ये खास idea. मैं drop ले लेता हूँ. ये ड्रॉप का आइडिया तब आता है जब आप वो नहीं करते जब वो करना चाहिए. दैट द अवॉइडेंस ऑफ डूइंग व्हाट इज इंपॉर्टेंट व्हेन इट इज इंपॉर्टेंट, व्हेन दैट अवॉइडेंस क्रीप्स इन, दैट्स व्हेन यू मेस अप. तो जो करना चाहिए वक्त के साथ, वक्त के टाइम पे वो कर लो. नहीं तो लाइक सिद्धांत सेज बैकलॉग विल पुट कुछ लोगों को बैक. बैड जोक. Okay, let's take another question. Lot of questions coming up. 3 Maharathis. In the first year drop, I didn't study. Oh, I'm not answering drop questions. We've already answered drop questions. But okay, quick one. In the first year drop lene ke waqt, what special things you think you would have done differently if you take a first year drop?
अभी एक साल drop ले लिया, then I would definitely change my strategy because it hasn't worked. It clearly hasn't worked. That's why I'm taking a drop. So I would change the way I study.
Change the strategy, go for counseling, refer more books, sit for more qualitative questions. Okay, what are the book you referred for chemistry?
Chemistry, I solved Pradeep.
Pradeep for chemistry.
And my class MCQs and notes.
And your class MCQs and notes.
I didn't solve any book for chemistry. I just the books which we got from the coaching class.
That's what you solved that.
And I read the notes.
And you read the notes.
Class notes.
Class notes. What is a book you referred for biology?
Biology, NCERT, and then MTG, Arihant, and then in the end there's one book called Explorer, which has all 3 subjects.
Solid motivation है ना इसका? क्या? Aflatun motivation this is called as. What all books you referred? MTG?
Arihant.
Arihant?
And in the end Explorer.
And in the end Explorer बचा क्या?
बहुत सारी books है ऐसे तो.
What did you refer? No biology, no biology. Physics?
Physics, USS, and Arihant.
USS and Arihant.
H.C. Verma, and I didn't refer Eridov, but a lot of people were solving that, and I've heard it's a very good
It's a good book. Okay.
My textbook, ISC textbook for the concepts, and it had MCQs behind, so around 100 to 150 JE MCQs. I used to solve that, and a few class notes.
Okay, I have one question to all 3 of you. Now that you have done your 12th, you've given your entrance examination, and you've cleared it. Okay, if I give you a chance to go back in 11th, what would you do differently so that you can score the same or more with lesser effort? Right? So let's say the last time when you gave the examination, you must have given 6 hours, 8 hours पढ़ाई किया आपने, और आज आपको लगता है कि मुझे वो सब नहीं करना चाहिए था जो मैंने किया, और उसके बदले में अगर मैं ये करता तो मेरा एफर्ट भी कम होता और मार्क्स भी अच्छा आता. What are the things that you think you could have avoided so that your effort is less and you could have scored more?
In the start only get to know what chapters are important and what is not important. So, and time management.
Time management.
Yeah, 11th we don't know what topics are important for 12th.
Right.
So वही पता चल गया, then focus on that, prepare for that, and go shoot.
तो मतलब आपको लगता है कि 11th standard में कुछ chapters जो आपने extra पढ़ाई किया that could have been avoided?
Yeah, because that time we don't know ना, this is
कुछ बच्चे बहुत smart है, पूरा 11th को ही avoid कर लेते हैं.
There's this one thing which a sir had told me, that ये एक chapter है, you study 2 days for this, और exam में एक 3 mark का question आएगा. इधर दूसरा chapter है, you study this for 2 hours, and then again exam में एक 3 mark का question आएगा. So you need to understand how much time you need to devote for each chapter, and what thing will help you score more in the paper.
Right. So to understand weightage is what he's saying, and to save time is what she's saying, and he's saying to make sure that you filter out what is not important. So I think putting all these 3 sentences together, you get a classic answer to that question that somebody asked over there, is that manage your time, number 1. Number 2, manage the right chapters. And number 3, you put in the right amount of practice for the right amount of time. That is good. Let's take another question quickly. Kaswi, Saurabh Thembre is asking, what is your last month strategy before the examination?
Solve papers, past year's papers.
Okay. Emmett, the special student, Emmett, the special is asking, Anil sir, beautiful question, sir. You asked the three Maharathis. Salute. We also salute. Okay. Mr. Subru, sir, I want to know the name of our three expert. Of course, we did the name of the three expert, and I'm giving you the screen. This is the three experts. You see the smiling Khasvi will be soon Dr. Khasvi. Siddhant IIT ने तो हम हमारे तरफ देखता ही नहीं है, वो अलग ही देख रहे हो. Malam खुश है आज. He's smiling off. These are the three Maharathis that we are having for today. Yeah. Okay. Karthik is asking regarding NCERT. Necessary or just Arihant is enough? Please answer this question, Karthik. NCERT is necessary or sirf Arihant padho to chalega?
NCERT is very important. It is necessary. You
NCERT
need to get your NCERT done first before you start doing Arihant.
Okay. So, Karthik, I hope Dr. Kasvi or would-be Dr. Kasvi answered your question. So, we'll be stopping soon. So, I want you to ask us your last few questions, whatever you have. And we will be soon stopping this live broadcast. Coming up soon. Okay. Kasvi, how to revise consistently? Satyam Verma is asking, consistently how to revise? And with that, the next question is, what is the cutoff of JJ and KEM?
In the end of the day, keep 1 hour to revise everything that you've done. In the night, like after you're done, have your break. And in the end, 1 hour daily, revise whatever you studied throughout the day.
Okay.
And the cutoff for KEM was rank around 150, state rank 150, and JJ I don't know.
JJ I don't know. The KEM guys don't know anything about JJ. Nishant is a regular viewer. He comments
only for the open category, I'm saying.
Okay.
The SC/ST and reservation is...
Yeah. I think India is the only country where people fight to be backward.
Yeah.
They get case certificates and everything. Well, this is cut, okay? Nishant Zingurde is a regular viewer. He keeps commenting regularly. And he's asking, were you doing meditation? Or were you eating some special pills? That I asked Nishant.
Meditation somehow didn't work for me.
You didn't get levitate? Did you get levitate? Some of these babas claim that you can get levitate. Puri band ke diya, kala pattar diya.
I used to go out for walks and I exercised a lot, like daily.
You can see you're slim, pretty.
I liked exercising, so.
Okay. When you said you went out for a walk, you came back also, right?
Yeah.
That's important. Most children, they go into distraction and they don't come back. Good, good. Okay, Kasvi. My God, they're all asking questions to Kasvi.
Why?
We got two more. We got an IITian over here, damn it. Okay, Kasvi, how did you manage time during the 3-hour examination? Nanda Dole is asking this question. It'll be nice, guys, if you also write down below from which state you belong to, along with your questions. That'll give us an idea of where are you viewing it from the country. Yeah.
I finished biology in the first 45 minutes. Then I did chemistry for another 45 minutes again, and then 1 hour for physics. And then came back to the questions I had kept, which I didn't know, I wasn't sure of. So it was cool.
Okay. Emmett is asking you, Siddhant, sir, what is that one quote that you think is the only quote I should follow to crack JEE Advance? The Guru Mantra he's asking.
Guru Mantra. No such thing. You just need to have a clear goal in mind. You need to motivate yourself. Self-motivation is the most important thing, I think. Because you should know why you want to do this.
Constantly reminding yourself why you're doing what you're doing, so that you can be back in the game in spite of all the distractions. Distractions will be there. Time will be a challenge. There will be people talking whatever. There will be a lot of things which is coming up your way. But like Siddhant and all these three have said, is reminding yourself why you do what you do, because that's what is going to keep you.
I would just like to add
in the
one
game.
sentence.
Yeah.
My teachers constantly kept on saying this. It's not your aptitude, but your attitude that will decide your altitude. So this is one key thing that kept me going.
I think that's a kick-ass line, Emmett. The special. It's not your
aptitude,
aptitude,
but your attitude that decides your altitude.
but it's your attitude that decides your altitude. Great. There's Simran Dhaliwal. Simran Dhaliwal is asking, at Kasvi D. Okay, somebody's calling you Didi and all now. Huh? At Kasvi D. That's a cute one. Kasvi D. So they become Bhaiyajis and Kasvi D. What do you do with the monster of aims? इसका portion बहुत भयंकर है. How do you do the aims assertion reason?
I concentrated only on NEET. I didn't have a. I didn't want to give like aims. I did, but there are assertion reason questions in each and every book, so you get used to it, I guess.
Okay. From Karnataka, we've got a question from Rakshit asking bio ke diagrams ko kya, what did you do to the bio diagrams?
Bio diagrams, I didn't practice them, but the labelings are very important.
The labelings are important for bio. Akash Shaf to Malav, what were your main distractions in 12th with respect to your siblings? I don't know what that question means.
Siblings.
You have siblings?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Akash, probably I think what you're saying is your siblings disturb you or you get disturbed with your siblings. But let's hear from Malav, what was your main, first two questions here. What was your main distraction? And the second is, did you have a distraction with your sibling?
Main distraction in the sense I was
You
that
said the other
kind
day girlfriends.
nothing about that. I couldn't stay in the four walls of a classroom. I had to go out, explore things, do stuff.
With the girlfriend you're saying?
No, in general. So that not only studying kept me going. That was one distraction. But then when you know it's time to study, you have to let go of all those things. So 11th, I played cricket. I like to do all those things. And 12th, में अभी पता है now this year is important. So you need to decide. You need to let go of that.
It's about telling yourself कि
Yeah.
अब मुझे मेहनत करना है, अब मुझे पूरा वक्त देना है. It's about constantly reminding yourself कि करना क्या है, कैसा करना है.
You should know when to stop. And
Yeah.
not to.
Malama Hali says, I'm from Karnataka. How do you remember physics formula? I think we did that, but maybe a
Yeah.
quick, one of you can quickly tell that to this little girl from Karnataka.
Make a formula sheet, a formula book, and keep revising it again.
Okay. Yuvraj is asking Yuvraj is asking, I'm not able to read that. Sir, bata do kripaya karke he's saying, when should our 11th syllabus get completed?
In 11th.
Yeah.
In 11th.
Yeah. You-
Probably what they're saying is
Yeah.
11th चलता है मार्च तक.
हाँ.
तो ये दिसंबर तक खत्म होना चाहिए क्या या नवंबर तक खत्म होना चाहिए ताकि हम 12th पे फोकस करें.
Be regular, yeah. No backlogs, just
Yeah,
that
there's no
much.
particular time इतने में
Okay.
खत्म हो जाना चाहिए.
बट जब खत्म होना चाहिए तभी खत्म होना चाहिए.
हाँ.
Okay.
12th के पहले.
12th के पहले. Okay, Usha Geeta is asked, I don't know from which state she belongs to, but she's asking, can an average student in till 11th, the student is average, can this student clear the mains? Can an average student clear mains?
Yeah, I mean, if you're working hard, you know what kind of questions are asked in the paper. That's the most important thing. Like you should go through the past exam papers so you get an idea that okay, this is how they're going to ask the question. So this is how I need to prepare. If there are any problems, you need, like, if there are any weaknesses, you know what you should devote time to.
Yeah. Do we take a break or you're fine? You can take more questions. We've just clocked 1 full hour right now. You want a break or you're okay to take more 15 minutes?
It's fine.
We go for more 15 minutes. The question from Vikram Kate to Kasvi D. This is not Kasvi D, just Kasvi. Asking, in what order do I solve the NEET paper?
I solved it in bio, chemistry, physics, but then it depends on you. Whatever
Okay.
works for you. You try it out in the last few months. You try out each and everything. Like try solving physics first or try doing chemistry first.
Okay.
If it works for you.
It's again a personal
Yeah, personal.
choice. Okay.
It also depends on the type of questions, I believe.
Also, it depends on the type of questions. Okay. Harshita Mahathre, I don't know which state she belongs to, but she's asking, can I refer to brilliant correspondence materials? Do you have a take on that?
Never used.
Never used. But yeah, if you think it works for you, great. Biswas Mohan Mishra is asking, आपका दैनिक timetable क्या था? What was your daily timetable like? During the times when you have college and class, what was your daily timetable?
So-
Can you just throw a quickie on it?
Yeah, so we had classes in the morning from like 7 to 1 or sometimes 2, whatever. So we go to class, come back after that, come home. Like after I came home from class, I would obviously be tired. So like I used to take a break for like an hour or two, just relax, watch TV, whatever you like. After that, I would start studying. In the evening, I would study till whenever, like maybe 8 or something. And after that, if I felt like I can study more, if I'm in the right mood, then I would probably study like an hour or two more. Otherwise, if I was just too exhausted, I would leave it.
Okay.
Morning wake up early at around 5 to 6:30 maybe. Then again take a power nap, get going with your school, tuitions, everything, and then again in the evening study for some time. So you can cover your daily average of 3 to 4 or maybe 4 to 5 hours.
And Kasvi?
Same. 7 to 1 classes. So you get home by around 2, have your lunch, take a break, start studying with whatever subject you like. Then take a break again, like after an hour. I used to do that, like 1 hour study and then 15-20 minutes break. Then again 1 hour study, 15 minutes break. And then I used to go out for a walk. Then in the next break, exercise a little.
Breaks are important.
Breaks are important. Coming back from breaks are even more important. Breaks are important. What was a daily timetable? I think that's answered. How do you stay motivated? How do you stay motivated when you get low marks in the coaching institute? That's for Malav. Tarun Jain is asking that question to Malav. How do you stay motivated when you get less marks in coaching class? Did you get less marks in coaching classes or tuitions?
Sometimes.
Sometimes. How do you stay motivated there?
You can't do anything much about it, so it's up to you whether you want to sit and cry or work more. So just get going with the answers that questions that you've made a mistake in, correct it, and then next it's a fresh start for the next paper. Don't let this paper affect your next paper.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a new start.
Okay, that's good. This question coming from Karnataka. Oh, it went up. Wait. I missed that question. Kahin to chala gaya wo. How to predict NCERT questions, Dr. Kasvi?
Past papers, maybe, like that will help. You know what questions are asked, so you can't predict it, like.
But you can guess it.
Yeah. You know the type of questions that they ask. That's
Okay.
probably like every exam ever.
Okay, somebody by the name Kali Mikonda Himasuri is asking, my classes go up to 6 in the evening. How do I prepare after that? Yeah, this is sometimes a challenge, right? Because students, classes and college and everything keeps them so occupied and thak jate hain. How do they prepare after this?
So compromise on the weekends.
Compromise on the weekends, okay, go on.
Then plan your day accordingly. If you have say classes for till 6 in the evening, then maybe instead of 4 to 5 hours, give dedicated study of 2 to 3 hours on weekdays, and then a bit more slowly increase your stamina. So 2 to 3 first week, 3 to 4 hours next week. So
keep up to it and
slowly build it.
What I did was, I was in an integrated coaching class, so my college and coaching class was in the same thing. So I think that for JEE that is a good option because it's in the same thing, college and your coaching class, so you're not wasting time separately doing two things.
it saves time.
Yeah, it saves a lot of time for self-study.
Okay. GSB is asking, has anybody of you guys studied in ISC? Well, GSB, Malav is from ISC. HSC. Yeah, state board, 2 kids. Maharashtra State Board and ISC. We've got a question from Satyam Verma. This is to Kasmi, Miss. You've been asked, I'm from Bihar. You've got all types of prefix and suffix. I'm from Bihar. How to study chemistry in class 11th? That's very specific from Satyam Verma. What do you think?
Need to study, like practice. MCQs are important, I feel.
Okay. हमने खेल रहे, I don't know, Sidra is putting something in Hindi. How many खेल रहे? Bhaiya, you didn't answer this question even once. I've asked thrice whether NCERT bio is enough or not.
Bio NCERT is enough, but if you just for practice and if you want to test yourself, like do I know it or not, then Arihant is nice. And if you want to test your concepts, MTG is nice.
Okay. A student is asking, how can I go abroad after 12th? That's career counseling. That's different. I don't know.
Choose a board accordingly, like IB or ISC or maybe CBSE, and SAT, TOEFL and all those things.
Okay. Doctor, you are also USS prefer for theory and organic chemistry is only... Okay, Chaitanya is asking, do you prefer USS for theory?
Physics?
Chemistry.
Chemistry.
Inorganic chemistry.
I didn't do USS for chemistry.
Okay. Didn't do USS for chemistry. Great. So we'll close this. We finished a good 1 hour or so. Before we close, I want you guys to write whatever good wishes you want to pass on to Kasvi in her journey. The IITian who will probably change the face of the world. We believe IITians do a lot of magic. It's the most prestigious organization in the country. And of course, Malav Shah, who's helped us coordinate with his friends and have them all over here. He's in DJ Sangvi. He's an engineer who's again probably, I don't know whether you continue over here or leave the country after your engineering.
No idea.
No idea. I want you to pass on your best wishes over here in the comment section and wish them all the very best for having removed their time, spared what they did with you very generously. And I want to wish you all good luck. And I want to give you a little book which you can read, and probably you can update and upgrade yourself. And I'm going to give you 3 different books, and you're going to choose one each without saying. Just choose one
Ladies
each.
first.
Ladies first.
Just
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, nice. I got the thinnest one.
So I'm a big believer that books can change our life, and each of these books are very special books. I've read them all, and pretty motivation, pretty in life. So I hope you guys read it and change your life more consistently and keep inspiring more and more people all the time.
Thank you.
So good luck,
Thank you.
good luck, and bye from all of us here. Thank you for being on this live stream. We'll come back with more live stream with more students, more successful candidates, and we'll be doing this more often. Thank you, everybody.
We didn't answer Facebook.
Yeah, we were getting questions on Facebook also.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, dude, we missed answering on Facebook, na? So what's up now?
Wait, short?
Yeah, I think we shut it, right? Yeah. Are we shut or you can still see us? What is it? I don't know. I think we shut. Oh, I think we are live. We're still getting the comments. Emmett says, we'll always remember you. Show us the book name. Oh, they're saying show us the book name.
It's The Lamb by Jim Stovall.
Okay, the first book is The Lamp by Jim Stovall. Siddhant has picked up, what is that? The Magic of Believing.
And Moving Mountains.
Moving Mountains. That's what Kasvi is having. They're saying, thank you, Merit Store. Bye, sir. Yuvraj is saying, all the best. Rashita Rock saying, thank you. Simran Dhaval is saying, what is it? No. Okay, they're saying no, that we are not shut. We can still see. Yeah, not shut. Thank you for sharing that with us. How can Karnataka PCMB board help me? How can Karnataka PCMB board help me?
I don't know about the other boards.
Okay, she wouldn't know about the other boards. So have a good Sunday, guys. Have a good Sunday. I think, what are you going to do now on Sunday?
I'm going for a photo walk maybe.
What is a photo walk?
Just take a camera and go around places.
Wow.
That's cool.
Just so that you all know, Malav just shot his, directed his short video. Yeah. And I'm going to request all these 3 of them to write a small blog.
Sure.
Yeah. Maybe a 500 words of your journey in 12th standard and your CET. Write a small blog and give it to us. We will publish this blog on the Merit Store channel with your journey, your experiences, and your tips of how you motivate and everything. We'll put this blog up so you guys can also read this blog on Merit Store. Yeah, and of course all 3 are on Facebook. You can find them out, stalk them. Yeah. All right, we'll be shutting off for now, and thank you everybody. We're shutting off. Thank you.